What's up, party people? This is Jude Snowboarder here from Facebook, Jude's Junk, Facebook comic book shop, and YouTube channel. And I often talk about what is fair market value. I don't even know how to classify each of these little snippets, but I've gotten the impression people, when they hear the word fair market value, they think, what is a fair price? And if you're not offering what someone got on an auction recently, like I got this book, 9.8 CGC, great cover of Cloak and Dagger, Peter Parker's Spectacular Spider-Man number 81. I got it at an auction for 34 bucks. Yeah, you can't even get raws that cheap. I guess the 90-day GPA is 57 with this new lower bid. And so someone's going to see that and say, hey, 57 is a fair price. Well, I just went online. I scoured every place online. The cheapest available online is $170 shipped. They're just not available. If they were selling that cheap, everybody picked them up. So someone reads that price for 57's the 90-day average. They think that's the fair market value. Or maybe it's the 12-month, or maybe it's whatever. But it's usually not just last bid, because there's always outliers. So there's usually some kind of average. And I've had people argue that an average isn't a fair market value. So I don't know what they're even thinking a fair market value is if you're not taking some kind of average. But I spend about 6 hours a day on auctions. I got 10 different tabs up on my screen. I don't know if you can see them. I probably have about 25 tabs up, but 10 of them are auction sites. So, and I'm here doing comics 6 hours a day, pricing them. That's all I'm doing, pricing them, looking at auctions, buying. All I do is get 9.8 books. So if you want fair, if you want that price of $34 for a Spectacular Spider-Man 81, then you need to invest 6 hours a day on 10 different auction sites, and then you'll get great deals. But people don't have that time. People can't do that. But that's what's fair. You invest time and you get deals. You invest time and go to all the comic book shops in every new city. You're going to find deals. You invest time on Facebook looking for deals. You're going to get deals. But just because someone like GPA marks down, hey, Tarkus got this book for $34 after spending a week on 10 different auction sites, everybody else should get that same price. That's not what the fair and fair market value mean. And I've done a video on this before. Google the definition of fair market value. A buyer and seller come together, they agree on a price, and that's fair because they agree on a price. It doesn't mean it's fair to everybody in the world. It's between me and that buyer, and he wants to pay this amount, and I want to sell it for that amount, and we agree. And that's what's called fair market value in terms of that purchase. Now, we try to extrapolate that out over a lot of purchases and take averages, so we get an idea of what people are paying, and most of us collectors want to pay less than what other people are paying so we can feel like we got a good deal. The collecting world's weird, right? You know, everybody else is paying 100, so I'm going to pay 80, and I'm excited. I got a great deal. Okay, if you can turn around and recover $80 for it, then maybe. How much work do you got to put in to do that $80? I do a lot of different marketing. Marketing takes a lot of time. So there are people that don't want to put a lot of time into marketing, and so they offer it much less because they just want to move it quickly. And other people don't want to match an auction price, so they put it at what the market would bear, which might be the lowest price, beat the lowest price on eBay or something like that. Anyways, I just thought it was this interesting. I was thinking about this for the last few days, that some people think fair market value means if you price over a 90-day average, or however they come up with a fair market value, maybe the cover price or Go Collect gives you a number. You don't really know how they calculate that number, but you consider that fair market value. Well, they have a formula. Sometimes it's weighted formula. Sometimes it's not. Every one of these sites has a formula, and it's usually a combination of averages, and they spit out a number. That doesn't mean that's what everybody should pay, and if you charge more than that, it's not fair. That means that's what the average is. And usually, if you look closely at those numbers, The low numbers on those graphs that go like this, those low numbers are the auctions and the high numbers are the buy it nows. And so there's a discrepancy, and fair market values don't show that. I should do the other way. So on the graph, when it's going like this, the low parts are probably all the auctions and the high parts are probably all the buy it nows. And it spits out some number that's in between. It takes an average, which is great, but that average is probably way above what you can get it on auction if you wait. And if you go to all the different auction sites, how many people have time to look at 10 different auction sites? You look at eBay, maybe you look at another place, Heritage, maybe Comic Link. By the way, they're all the most expensive auctions, but that's the ones people go to. So, anyways, rant over. Sorry, guys.